Last weekend, I drove up to my family's mountain cabin for a quiet getaway. Nestled by the lake, it's the perfect place to escape work stress. When I pulled up, though, I noticed something strange. A group of strangers was unloading folding chairs, floral arches, and food trays from several vans. Confused, I parked and walked over. A woman in a sequined sun hat, later introduced as the president of the local HOA, waved her hands like she owned the place. Before I could say anything, she shouted, "Oh, you're late. The wedding starts in 2 hours. We need access to the cabin for the bride and bridesmaids." My jaw dropped. I explained calmly that this was my property, privately owned for years, and that no one had asked me for permission. She rolled her eyes, snapped her fingers, and said, "I reserved this cabin for the weekend. Everyone in the HOA knows about it." I asked to see the supposed reservation. She waved a piece of paper at MIT, was nothing but a printed calendar page with "wedding cabin reserved" scribbled in marker. No contract, no signature, no official seal. When I refused entry, she stomped her foot and accused me of ruining the most important day of someone's life. The crowd of guests gathering around began whispering, clearly realizing they might not have a venue after all. Things escalated when she pulled out her phone and dialed.
911.
I overheard her say, "Yes, the cabin owner is trespassing and threatening my event. We need officers immediately." I couldn't believe it. She was trying to have me removed from my own property. I called the sheriff's office myself to explain the situation before they arrived, giving them the deed number and my ID. When deputies finally showed up, the Karen marched up to them, demanding they arrest me. But after just a few questions, the officers turned the situation around. They asked her if she had a rental agreement, lease, or written consent from the owner. She had nothing but that laughable calendar printout. The deputies then informed the entire wedding party that they were trespassing and had to leave immediately. Some guests muttered apologies and packed their things. While others glared at her for misleading them, the woman screamed about lawsuits and abuse of power, but the deputies calmly escorted her off the property. Once the vans were gone, the cabin was finally quiet again. I sat on the porch sipping coffee, wondering how someone could have the audacity to claim a stranger's home for a 100-person wedding without permission. The best part? A deputy told me on his way out, "Don't worry. This isn't the first time we've had to deal with her.